Here we are, welcome back. Looking at some things here. I want to look at Fender. Fender is a level 5 cleric, level 7 ranger. If I'm reading that right, that means they're level 12 with 45 hit points. What is your problem? Why do you only have 45 hit points? Are you really level 12 with 45 hit points? Am I reading this right? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Here we have a level 13, am I right? 8 and 5 is 13, 35 hit points, 10 less, and you're one level higher. This is just stupid. Am I reading this right? It's almost like I'm being gaslit. But that wasn't a word back then. The only one that makes sense here is Blondie, level 5, has 80 hit points. 18 strength, of course. Intelligence 6, wisdom 10, dexterity 5, constitution. This is pretty decent. Decent all-around character, yes. You have 35 hit points, but you're a magic user and you're level 9. Okay, that can be justified. Smiley, you got 50 hit points, you're level 9, okay. You're a cleric, makes sense. The Ghost, your hit points are pathetic. 55 hit points at level 10. I mean, I can see it happening. But these two right here are going to cause the party to wipe. Maybe they're the ones that go in the back. These two go in the middle. She's in the front. And then the Ghost is walking right behind Blondie. That's the marching order. You got Blondie. The marching order is Blondie, the Ghost, followed by Slim, and then Smiley, and then Blaze, and then in the very, very back, you got Fender. Or should it be the other way around? I think, well, Fender and Smiley, you change places. You two are in the back, but you're protected. That's the marching order. That's what's going on here. Here we have the backstory of everyone. I've recorded and re-recorded this video so many times, I can't remember if I've already read this or not. I don't think I have. The Ghost left home while young, scorning the dull burrow for life for a world full of adventure. He is an independent person, but very insecure and afraid of being ignored. Therefore, he tries to act mysterious and sly. Often wears strange, dramatic clothing. He likes being noticed by friends and associates, whatever the reason. Sometimes he plays tricks just to get their attention. You see how many times I've read this? I'm reading it so fast. The Ghost has studied traps and other mechanical devices. Stop right there. I should hope so. But it had to be said. If the Ghost is not going to be studying traps and other mechanical devices, then how are they a thief? I guess some thieves may not study that. Okay. But if you're doing it on a Dungeons & Dragons adventure, if you pick a thief that has not studied traps and other devices, why are they coming along? Just saying, but it's still, I guess it had to be said. The Ghost, he likes to construct new things in his spare time. Back home, he's almost finished a new kind of lock, which uses dials and numbers instead of a key. You see that right there? A tumbler device, or a dial. He's probably got both, but that's like the lockers that we have in high school, where you got to turn it this way, and then you got to turn it that way. And there, we can thank the Ghost for that invention. Yes, the Ghost thinks Slim is too dangerous. Too serious. Well, he's a wizard, dumbass. He's supposed to be, and if he wasn't, he'd be immediately kicked out of the party. Here's Slim. See, he's practicing his spells as we speak. Look at that. He's got a Blue Cross tier. He must have earned that tattoo. I trust Slim is a very, very powerful wizard. And the Ghost thinks he's too serious. The Ghost is a moron. So far, I think the Ghost is just a low-hanging fruit thief who thinks he's cool. The fact that he had to state in his resume that he has studied mechanical devices and traps make me think that he has not, and he's just saying that to make me think he has. Why would you fucking need to say that? That goes without saying. I don't trust the Ghost has studied any of this. The ghost, as soon as we get to a tavern or bar, we're gonna kick you out and find somebody, a patron, whatever you'd like to say, in the adventure, and hire them and replace the ghost. Take all of the ghost's belongings and give that to them, so we're gonna betray the ghost. And Blaze, I want you to chum up to Ghost, get his attention, because that's what he likes. Find out if he's straight, and if he is, I want you to manipulate him to the fact that where everyone else can ambush him and we're going to assassinate the ghost because we don't like him. Right away, I don't trust the ghost. The ghost is the problem with the party. The ghost is going to be messing around and trying to play stupid games when everyone's trying to be serious. The ghost doesn't know much about Montana. What? Oh, the dwarf fighter. And he doesn't particularly want to know more. Apparently there's a dwarf fighter. Let's talk about the hit points. Have I talked about their hit points yet? 35 hit points for a 13th level character, because if I'm reading that right. 8th level magic user, 5th level fighter, 8 and 5 is 13, 35 hit points. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I think I have. I don't remember. But yeah, that's stupid. 45 hit points. What is your problem? You're level 12. According to this, 5th level fighter with 80 hit points. Why didn't you go fighter first? And then magic user. Maybe life choices. Same with you. Multi-classing. If you're multi-classing, you got to prepare yourself ahead of time. I don't multi-class because I think multi-classing weakens a character. But there are some benefits, but there's not too many classes that should multi-class. Maybe beyond level 12 is when you start to multi-class. Like at level 13, a fighter might pick one level of rogue or thief. I do know that the reason why their hit points are so low is because they cannot start accruing more hit points until they reach level 9 fighter. The reason she has 35 hit points is because she was a magic user first, went up to level 8, then started as a level 1 fighter, level 2 fighter, and so on. She cannot start accruing more hit points until she reaches level 9 fighter. So in other words, she can't start accruing more hit points until she reaches 17. 17th level. She'll be dead before that. Same with this douche hole. Wasn't this fun? Have a good day. Thanks for watching.